Hey guys, it's Phoenix. I'm on 1.12 pre-release 5, a couple of weeks to 3 weeks before 1.12 is released, so I'm going to have to wait until 1.12 is fully out before I do anything significant. Today I have something I want to talk about. It's a little bit controversial. I think a lot of you won't agree with me, and I think some of you probably will. I'm not too sure, but it's important that we generate this sort of discussion because 1.12 has had a lot of changes in terms of how maps are going to be produced and how command blocks are going to probably dissolve away in some respects, and how we share command concepts and technical things like that. I want to start off by saying that I think /function or functions is a slight misstep in the way that it's been implemented by Mojang. It's going to revolutionize map making, it's going to improve the way we create certain concepts, the playability of a lot of maps, a lot of concepts. But, and I say this with a heavy heart, it's probably going to have a detrimental impact on the mapmaking community. Now, why do I say this? So what I've shown you here is the Google Trends in terms of Minecraft mods and Minecraft commands and command blocks. These two are just plurals of each other. One's singular, one's plural, just to demonstrate what I mean. Ignore the downward trend of mods. I think that's also kind of important, but we'll just ignore that for now. Minecraft mods clearly dominate the scene, the Minecraft scene. Command blocks don't even come close, although it does sort of increase. Now, the reason for this increase recently is one command creations. One commands are being shared endlessly throughout YouTube, throughout Minecraft. The simplest reason for that and why they're so successful is because one commands are so easy to distribute. You don't even have to download anything. Just copy and paste a command into a command block, and there you have it. You have a concept. Of course, there might be some bugs that can be overlooked quite easily by the people who install them. Just press a button, a concept comes out, and you can play a modded version of Minecraft, essentially. In practice, it is sort of modern Minecraft. So what's happened in 1.12, and why am I saying all of this negativity, especially since I've talked up advancements, and I've said that advancements will push away command block installations, and I've made a few videos on that. Well, advancements win out entirely. They completely dominate and supersede command blocks in so many ways. Notwithstanding some of the complexities that come with it, you're not working with 3D environments, that can come with some disadvantages. Conditionals, I know a lot of people brought that up. Deficiencies when using advancements, but overall, I think advancements are great. Let's take, for example, I had an advancement that I wanted to install, so I've downloaded it, and I've said to myself, hey, I want to install this little concept in Minecraft. So I have this file, I simply double click, and I do Control V. I paste everything that I want. Don't even need to download it. You can just simply copy paste, and it comes with a lot of benefits. Of course, full credit to the person who made the advancement. All you need to do is copy and paste the advancement, and then you're done. It's essentially like a one command creation, and it comes with so many added benefits because there are no character restrictions in advancements. You don't even have to worry about lag. It's easily editable. If someone says, hey, I made a bug, just fix it. Just go to your advancement and fix it. Now, what has gone wrong in 1.12? So let's take a look at functions now. Advancements are no longer a thing. Let's say the tick trigger and a few other things. You can combine functions in advancements, but essentially advancements are not even as relevant anymore. It's all to do with functions. And functions come with a huge downside. What's the problem with functions? Let's have a look at their installation method. So here is your functions screen. You have your clocked function, and you have your other functions that you want to clock. So you have to have one specific game rule that will specify the function you want to clock that will run 20 times a second with your game rule game loop function. And you specify one of them, and that will essentially run the other ones. And these two will run 20 times a second. So these two will be clocked because of this one. You're already seeing a problem with this? One command creations and advancements, all they require is a control paste. You're simply copying and pasting, but the problem with functions is it replaces advancements. It also replaces the benefits of having advancements. In advancements, you have an endless number of possibilities with the amount of commands you have. You just list them down. But for someone who is not as experienced in Minecraft, who wishes to install a lovely little concept that probably isn't possible with one commands, so the only one command creations have their own restrictions, advancements, it almost removes that. And then functions adds them back. Unexperienced, let's say a neophyte, who'd like to install a one command creation that requires functions, they're going to have to install these files. They have to use the game rule command, which is something that I know a lot of people aren't even comfortable doing. It requires contingencies to be met because they may have already had a game rule, game loop function in place. You're seeing the problem here. The reason why mods are so successful is because it is, well, first of all, it's a mod. It uses terminology everyone's familiar with. It's a mod, it's not a command. The reason why command blocks dominate in some respects in Minecraft is because of one command creations, and there's a lot of hype that surrounds command creations because it's so easy to install. Advancements, still easy to install. You just have to copy a file in and you're done. It's like a mod. Functions, you have multiple files you need to concern yourself with. As someone who isn't a coder, I don't think I'm in the position to say much. But why is it that a game looped function, why does it have to be run with a game rule? Why does it have to be /game rule, game loop function, and a single function? It doesn't even support more than one. This adds quite a bit of stress on someone who wishes to install some functions into their world because they have to specify only one function that has to be listed from the instructions of the creator of the function. Why can't they simply look at the function files and simply type it in some way that will loop all of them? Why does it have to come from an existing looped function which they probably already have? Maybe I'm out of my league here, but the fact that only one function can be looped has a lot of problems there. If you're saying that advancements can do this, well, it's another file they need to install. So this brings me back to my point that I've made a few days ago. Functions might bring back command blocks. It might even add some more stimulus and impetus to use command blocks to share creations again. If someone wants to add a very simple way to install a concept, one command creations might be their go-to again. Advancements were great. I thought advancements were wonderful. A file that just simply stores a simple mechanic that can be sent to someone else that doesn't have to be looped or anything. That was super easy, and now functions, they've gotten rid of all that. And finally, I want to highlight a poll that I did recently on Twitter, and I asked people whether they'd be making a move. And I ran this for 4 hours, and I wanted to ask people whether they'd be making a switch to advancements and functions. So commands are going to see very little light, and that is a huge issue because command creations were the biggest driver of command block success. Without one command creations, a lot of things were done with maps. Of course, owing to the fact that a lot of people on YouTube like to promote one command creations because it's brilliant sharing these things, we're not going to have much of them anymore. And a lot of them are going to be run with functions, and sharing functions to other people, as I've said, isn't so easy. So again, very opinionated on my end. I'm really glad to see that 50-50. There are quite a few people saying it depends, and there might be some people who might still share one command creations, but there's a huge limitation with command creations that advancements had but were now taken away. Maybe I'm the one who's just completely bonkers crazy and a lot of you don't agree with me, but I think it's a big loss. And /function, although wonderful for map making, completely utilizable, very beneficial, there's one facet of the command block community that's being left alone. So what are your thoughts? I'd love to hear them in the comments, but I've highlighted it for you. Let's see what you guys think. Nothing's going to change on my end because I don't do this stuff, but a lot of people out there are going to be affected by it. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more creative content, and take care.